Electricity is one of the greatest discoveries of all time. It has increased the quality of life of billions of people, and it is still a relatively new discovery. The discovery of electricity triggered a new age of growth and prosperity for humanity, and the advancements that followed accelerated that progress even more. In the 150 years following the discovery of electricity, the world would go on to witness a period of explosive growth. Billions of people were lifted out of poverty, massive megacities were built, and countless other scientific discoveries led to a series of subsequent advancements. Following the discovery of electricity, the invention of the automobile fundamentally changed how we moved around on the planet. Then the invention of computers paved the way for the adoption of many other technologies, and also significantly increased the amount of information that was accessible to each one of us. More recently, we also witnessed the creation of the internet, the explosion of smartphones, and we are now entering a new era of quantum computing and artificial intelligence. These are just a few of the radical changes that have taken place after the discovery of electricity more than 150 years ago. The incredible advancements that we have witnessed over the last 150 years have allowed billions of people to access an ever-increasing amount of energy and have enabled new ways of putting that energy to work. Today, when you look down at the planet from space at night, you can see entire continents lit up by electricity. The United States, Europe, India, and China are all clearly visible during the night from space. If we go back to 1850, before the onset of electricity, the world was consuming about 30 exajoules of energy per year, and this was mostly in the form of wood. Now, if we fast forward to today, global energy consumption has increased to around 650 exajoules and consists of all different types of energy sources. New scientific discoveries and new technologies have allowed us to harness more and more energy from a variety of different energy sources over time. The growth of energy consumption is just one of many ways to measure human prosperity. Since human lives tend to improve as we use more energy, we actually want our energy consumption to increase over the long term. But it is still important to limit the negative effects that energy use can have on our planet. The unprecedented increase in access to greater and greater quantities of energy that we've seen over the last 200 years has led to a productivity boom across the entire planet. This trend has also only accelerated now that most humans not only have access to more energy, but also to more computing power than ever before. But it's not only access to energy that has changed our world for the better. Agricultural yields have also steadily increased over the last 150 years due to a variety of incremental improvements. More access to energy and information, more access to quality food and education, and a more advanced healthcare system all work together to propel our civilization to the next level. Not all of the changes over the last 150 years have been positive, though, and the benefits have also certainly not been distributed evenly across the population. As our population and our energy consumption grew, our impact on the biosphere has also dramatically increased, and we are now witnessing a severe decline in biodiversity as a result. All things considered, though, today is still the best time to be born because of the increased access to basic human needs and to all of the opportunities that now exist in the world. Access to more energy and computing power, access to better healthcare, education, and information, as well as faster methods of transportation are a few of the most obvious reasons why it is better to be alive today than 200 years ago. But if you were to draw a line in the sand where things really began to accelerate for the better, it would probably be at the discovery of electricity. After we discovered electricity, everything changed. Now let's look to the future and try to understand why electricity may be the key to saving our society and allowing it to continue to grow and improve far into the distant future. The reason electricity is so powerful comes down to the properties that it exhibits. When electricity was first discovered, it would have been like witnessing magic. Certain phenomena just couldn't be explained until the late 19th century when Maxwell's equations of electromagnetism were first published. Electricity and magnetism possessed properties that had never been seen before, so the early findings had a certain mystical aura about them. Scientists were initially puzzled by the seemingly unexplainable effects that electricity and magnetism could have on objects. In the following years, scientists got better and better at understanding how electricity worked, and also how it could be put to work to do useful things in the real world. Some of the early applications for electricity included the telegraph, radios and televisions, electric light bulbs, and electric motors. Even 150 years later, we still do not fully understand electricity. From what we do know, though, we were able to use electricity to power our civilization into the next era. The properties of electricity and the efficiencies that it's able to achieve sometimes seem like science fiction. The electric motor, for example, has been referred to as the closest thing to magic that exists in the real world. Electric motors earned this title through their simple and efficient design, but also because they can be used in so many important applications. If you are familiar with how an electric motor works, then you will agree that there is something beautiful about them. Thanks to the genius of Nikola Tesla, the electric motor has revolutionized our world in many ways. Most people are surprised to hear for the first time that around half of all the electricity that is consumed on Earth is consumed by electric motors. But how does any of this help us save the world? Well, the answer goes back to that word efficiency. Most processes that run on electricity, such as LED lights, induction stoves, and electric motors, can all reach extremely high levels of efficiency, usually above 80% and sometimes above 95%. This means that an energy system that is based on electricity would waste almost no energy at all. This is in direct contrast to a fossil fuel-powered energy system, where significant amounts of energy are wasted by default. Just look at the energy system in the United States. Many people are surprised to learn that nearly 2/3 of all the energy that gets generated in the United States is wasted as heat and is never used to do anything useful. Despite being less efficient, fossil fuels also come with a host of other environmental and health risks that do not come with electricity. Currently, in 2024, about 75% of all of the energy consumed on Earth still comes from fossil fuels. Our goal should be to change this and to live in a world where almost everything is completely powered by electricity. The way that we can accomplish this is by electrifying everything that can reasonably be electrified. The good news is that we already have all the technologies we need to electrify the whole world. Electric vehicles, heat pumps, e-fuels, renewable energy, and battery storage all already exist, and they are rapidly reshaping our energy system. Now we just need to implement these technologies at scale, so that one day we can live in a world that is completely powered by clean energy. If we can do that, then it may just be enough to save the world. If you enjoyed this video or are new to our channel, please remember to like and subscribe so that more people can learn about the positive impact that clean energy can have. Thanks for watching.